We are the students of Grammar School Kočevje European class, which is an adaptation of General Grammar School program. Its main goals and themes are European globalization, interdisciplinary project-based approach, authentic tasks, more foreign language classes, and international exchanges. International exchanges usually take place in the second year. So last year in May, our class 2 had the honor to host friends from abroad. Our hometown Kočevje was visited by the teachers and students from Gymnasium Jaroslav Seyfert from Prague. Our path to the exchange started even before we knew what was actually happening. The preparation started already in the first year and continued through the second year within the subject Slovenia in the world, where we learned how to introduce and promote our hometown and our country to a foreigner through different projects. Then, a few weeks before the exchange, we took part in a survival course of Czech language, which was really interesting and educational. And about a week later, we visited Czech embassy in Ljubljana, our capital city. We met the Czech ambassadress and her co-worker, who were really nice and gave us a friendly welcome. And then the day, May the 11th, finally came. We gathered in front of our school, anxious to finally meet our friends from Prague in person. Of course, we weren't alone. Our parents and our teachers were also with us. After a warm greeting, we invited our guests to our homes. On the second day of our exchange, we gathered at school where our guests were welcomed by the mayor of Kočevje and by our teachers. When welcome speeches were over, we offered our guests the traditional Slovenian breakfast, corn and buckwheat mash or žganci in Slovenian. After that, we all went for a walk around the town, where we showed them the highlights of Kočevje and the regional museum of Kočevje called Češko dom. Of course, we didn't forget to point to the hill over the town named Friedrichstein. The ruins on top of the hill remind a visitor of a tragic love story of Veronica and Friedrich and his cruel father, who persecuted Veronica to death and had his own son Friedrich thrown in jail. In the afternoon, our guests tried to learn some Slovenian words. They took part in a survival course of Slovenian language, which was taught by some of our students. The language course was followed by presentations and by a video presentation of Slovenia. Although it was a long and tiring day, we had some more plans for the evening. On the third day, we went to a whole day excursion around our country. We visited Ljubljana, the Škocjan caves and salt pans in Sečovlje, where we learned how salt is produced and also about people who worked and lived there in the past, and this was a very popular tradition in this region. Our last stop was the coastal town of Piran, where we had a nice stroll around the town, bought some souvenirs and went for a ride on a boat along the Slovenian coast. Next day, we went to Silnica, a small village on Slovenian-Croatian border, known also as the land of Peter Klepec, a legendary hero whom fairies gave magic power. The border river Kolpa and rafts were waiting for us. We put on rafting suits quickly and helmets and ran to the boats. After we came back, we were happy to spend a few hours relaxing in the park. The boys decided to play football and the girls were just sitting around talking. The next day was spent in Ribnica, a small neighboring town known for woodenware products which used to be sold by peddlers even abroad. The town is also known for church towers made by Jože Plečnik, a famous Slovenian architect, the castle for witchcraft trials, and of course for a traditional hero, a peddler named Ribničan Urban.
The so-called peddler's patent, a special privilege by which the farmers from the surroundings of Kočevje and Ribnica were given the right to free trade in wheat, canvas and homemade goods in all the lands of his empire.
typical for the southern part of Rivnica Valley, which is called Tončarija. Once pottery was a farmer's craft, but today producers are people who want to have some extra earnings.
So this is the, as I said, small village, Kovača. It is the most beautiful one in Slovenia, but not just for me. But also, the village also received the title, the most beautiful one. And this is the Škrabec homestead.
That's what they know.
1492 leta je cesar Friderik III dal patent oziroma davčno olajšavo našim prednikom, da so začele krošnjak prodajati te svoje preproste izdelke po takratnem cesarstvu.
So in 1492, as you've already heard today, the Austrian Emperor Frederick III gave a special permission to people from this region to travel all around the countries and sell woodenware for free without having to pay taxes, of course.
Bom jaz to bolj poenostavil, ker nemamo toliko časa, ne?
He usually has to form the right form, but now he has it prepared because we don't have enough time to see it right from the start, and he will make a smaller.